Today we're doing a mock test with the amazing Rocco. Rocco, tell him how many hours you've had with me.
About 32 and a half, 33, something like that.
He's had 32 and a half hours and there's been 32 and a half hours of brutal pain, hasn't it? Do you agree?
No, I think that's been alright.
He's been too fast and he's heavy footed. It's been like Groundhog Day every lesson. Today he's going to do his very first mock test. I'm going to make it much harder than that crappy driving test. So, have you any questions before we start, Rocco?
No, I don't.
You sure? One question, tell me how you check your brake lights are working before starting the journey.
Maybe get like a friend or the passenger to go around and have a look.
Yeah.
Or by checking it through like the door. Through like a reflection object or the windows or something.
Good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Would you like me to tell you a little bit about the test, or do you just want to get on with it?
I mean, you can do if you'd like.
38 to 40 minutes.
Right.
Depending on traffic. You're going to take in various traffic and road conditions. Possibly control stop, and you won't be doing, or you're going to do all the manoeuvres.
Right.
Okay. We'll be driving independently by way of sat-nav or signs for approximately 20 minutes. We're going to do signs. Do you understand that?
Brilliant.
Good. So just follow the road ahead at all times unless you're directed by signs and markers. I'll actually tell what you will do some good time. So you know what the score. We're going to do your beer park straight away.
Right.
Brilliant. Okay? When you're ready.
No problem.
You will arrive at your destination at 11:34 a.m.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Yep. Right, if you just make yourself go left out, you'll come all the way back around. We're going to drive into the same beer, okay? Well done, Rocco. It's a pass, but I'm going to give you a minor fault for accuracy here. It's a bit close to that white line. You wouldn't leave it like this in real life, would you? Now, you need a bit more observation through the back window. I know you know there's nothing there, it's all locked up, but on test day, if you do this at the test centre, there could be people walking behind the car and you have to be ready to stop. Why it's a bit cockeyed for is you straightened up too early. If you just let it come a bit further in and then straightened up, it would have been fine. But well done. Follow it round to the right. And at the end of the road, right?
At the end of the road, turn left, Whitfield Court. Then, at the end of the road, turn right.
Right again, and then drive into that bay you reversed into for us. you just reverse it back out to the left for us? Well done, Rocco. That was nicely done. Come in nice and slow. Accuracy really, really good. And the most important thing, good all-round observation when reversing out. So good stuff. You've got 2 in the bag now, Rocco. Just 2 more to do. Well done. And you're following the sat nav, okay?
Right, no problem. Am I allowed to know which test route we're doing?
Hmm?
Am I allowed to know which test route we're doing? Or is it not a test route, is it just...
It's a test route, isn't
Oh, am I not allowed to know?
it? Hmm?
Am I not allowed to know?
We just follow the sat nav and you find out. So we're
At
turning
the
left.
end of the road, turn left, Whitfield Court. Then, at the end of the road, turn right. Turn right, St. John's Road.
Can you pull up on the right hand side of the road? And can you reverse it back 2 car lengths, keep reach across the curb? Thank you, and drive on when you're ready. Well done, Rocco. It's another pass. That's 3 out of 3. You're on the ball here. A couple of things to mention. You did look directly through the back window, but you need to take another look round there again as you're reversing back, because things could change quite quickly. But you look well down the road, and I did watch you check your middle mirror again. So a bit more observation through the back window. And the other thing is, how do you work this out? Bringing your clutch up to that driving point with your foot on that foot brake. How does that work? You're stopping the car with one pedal, and then you're trying to move it with the other pedal. So if you're going to bring that clutch up to the biting point or the driving point, you need your gas on. You do not bring your clutch up with your foot on the brake. That is bad technique. Liking the mirror work, Rocco, your slide head moving. You've always been very good at this, using your mirrors to pass this parked vehicle. Good stuff, keep it up.
Just avoid that.
Minor fault number 2 for you, Rocco. Rocco, when you come to this junction, can you not just stop at them white lines? What happens is you stop the white lines, then you go over the white lines. There's no need to do this. You can stop at the white lines, lean the top half of your body forward, and then you can get a good view. You don't need to go over the white lines here. Now, sometimes in other junctions you might have to because of parked cars, but in this particular junction, you go a foot or so over the white lines, and the cars from your right have to move out a little bit. Not much, but they do move out. So, very lucky it wasn't a serious fault, this, Rocco. Stop at the white lines and then look. I like, Rocco, here how you see it's quite busy and then you use the parking brake. That's great. And I'm loving the way how you just chilling yourself, just waiting for a gap because it is quite busy. Also loving the gas clutch, Rocco. Where are you getting that from? One other thing, when you release the parking brake, pull it up and then push the button in. Don't push the button in first.
Close to the van, but leave enough room to move off. Not a car down. That'll do. And you drive on when you're ready.
Rocco, you've got your third minor fault, and what you do wrong is you don't look over your right shoulder. Where have you getting this from? This is why I never teach a learner, well, not normally, to look over the left shoulder and then the right. The reason for this is learners will look over the left shoulder and miss the right shoulder and record a minor fault. They could record a serious fault if there was something there. Rocco, if you miss your left blind spot check, you don't get marked for it, but you do get marked if you don't look over your right shoulder. Minor fault number 4, Rocco. What happens here is you hit the curb as you're stopping. You're pulling in lovely. You should be keeping your eyes on that curb in front of you. But just as you're stopping, you're looking in your left door mirror to see how far you're off the curb. And when you do that, that's why you've hit the curb for. You should not be looking in the door mirror just as you're stopping to see how far off the curb you are. You should be looking straight ahead at the curb. Reza, if you watch this, this is why you don't use your door mirror.
You drive when you feel ready.
This is good, Rocco. Just as you start to move off, the skip wagon comes round behind the van, and you realise that, and you do accelerate quicker to get away from him. So well done with this. Now, if you'd pull off really slow and slowed the wagon right down, you might get wrong for it. But I like what you've done. You got your foot down and start to get away from the skip wagon.
690, levels crossbank. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Oh, here, Rocco, you should have been straight onto the roundabout here. Have a look at that car in front of you at 12 o'clock. The car to your right has got to give way to that car. There's your blocker. You should have just been driving straight onto the roundabout. I don't mark it because you keep the car moving.
After 300 yards, turn left, A167, Newcastle Road. Turn left.
Minor fault number 5 for you, Mr. Rocco. You should have been signal left to turn left at this junction. I like how you stop at the crossing and lovely gas clutch when you're pulling off and have good observations, but you need to tell people where you're going. You need to confirm where you're going anyway. Hey Rocco, stop ragging the life out of me car. You put you at 20 miles an hour before you put that into second gear. It should have been about 10, 11 miles an hour. Hey Rocco, I like the way you know this skip wagon's following close behind. The douchebag of a skip driver's following us really, really close. If we brake heavy, Rocco, he's going into the back of us. He's going to wipe us both out. So this is bad driving by the skip driver. He wouldn't be getting a driving license if he was driving that close to you, that's for sure. But I like the way you're aware of this skip wagon. And on the driving test, if there was a car in front, instead of keeping a 2-second gap, I'd tell you to keep a bit bigger gap. So if anything happens in front, it gives you more time to react to help this skip wagon driver not go in the back of us. That's shocking, that Rocco. You can see how close he is. Fancy falling a learner driver that close. It's very intimidating for you, so well done for keeping your nerve.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit, A691, Southfield Way. Right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit.
Minor fault number 6, Rocco, here is for stalling. When you're not sure whether to go or not, then I tell you to do the rolling first, rise and brake, and then go gas clutch. Now you're not sure whether to go, so you slow right down. You stop on the rise and brake, but you don't put it into first gear and you bring the clutch up and it stalls. However, you do get the car moving straight away, so it's only a minor fault. Had there been a car close behind and had to brake heavy on the roundabout, then I would have given you a serious fault. But Rocco, if you look at this car on your right, it's in the right lane, so I can understand you're not sure there. But as you get closer, that car moves over to the left lane to exit the roundabout. You shouldn't even been doing the rolling first. You should have just been going straight out in second gear.
Exit A691, Southfield Way. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the 2nd exit.
All good stuff on approach this roundabout, Rocco. I love the mirror check on approach. I love how you keep your position on the roundabout to the left and you get your mirrors and signalling. All good stuff, well done.
Exit.
Not marker Rocco, but it should be mirrors, signal, and then get your gear. Not get your gear and then mirrors and signal, unless you turn right at this roundabout, however, because that's when you have to delay the signal.
On the roundabout and take the first exit, B6532. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, Durham Road.
You need the right lane for this one.
Cross the roundabout and take the third exit.
Rocco, 7th minor fault here for not looking properly at this roundabout. Now, you can't see properly to the right. Now, I can't give you a serious fault because you could argue you're looking out the corner of your eye, but that's all you need. That's all you've done to look at this roundabout. Watch your eyes on this roundabout. In fact, I'm going to play it back on full screen, but you should be turning your head to that right to look down that road to see if there's anything coming from your right. See, Rocco, you didn't even look to the right. You could argue that you looked out the corner of your eye, but you need to turn that head of yours to the right.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then...
Well done, Rocco, with this roundabout. The sat-nav shows it is straight ahead, but the sign clearly says it's right, and you do everything correctly, so well done.
Turn left. Turn left at the road, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit, then you have reached your destination. You have reached your destination, Abbey Road.
I'll direct you back from here.
Eighth minor fault for you, Rocco, for pulling in opposite the bus stop on the right hand side. You have got one in front of you, but you're a good few car lengths off that. The one to the right, it's quite a narrow road. What you should have done was just pass both bus stops and stop a couple of car lengths past this bus stop on the left hand side.
Thank you. And you just drive on when you feel ready.
I like this, Rocco, how you can't go anywhere yet. Lots of learners will just put that signal on and confuzzle all the road users, but you just sit tight and wait for a gap and then move off when it's safe to do so. So well done with that, Rocco. Rocco, these mini roundabouts, I'm not bothered if you don't signal to leave because we haven't got really much time, so steering's more important than the indicator, so don't worry if you don't indicate to leave these mini roundabouts, unless you've got enough time, of course. Roundabout, turn left. There you go again, Rocco, with them feet of yours. You're up to 20 miles an hour in first gear. You're absolutely ruining my engine. Series fault number 1 for Rocco. Rocco, you know what you've done wrong. You left your signal on far too long. Now, why I've given this a serious fault for, there was a car behind and it started to back off because it didn't know what you were doing. It actually thought you were going to pull up. So as soon as you left the roundabout, the signal will not cancel itself, so you need to cancel it yourself. Had the car behind not been there, you might have gotten a minor fault, but since you've been ragging the life out of my car, I'm going to give you a serious fault. Series fault number 2 for Rocco. Rocco, you can't keep it a secret when you get to a roundabout. You've got to tell people where you're going. Rocco doesn't signal right on this roundabout, and it's a very, very busy roundabout, so he's got to tell other road users where he's going on the roundabout.
Sorry, that was don't know what's going on. Eighth minor fault for you, Rocco.
we were both calling the skip drive for driving really, really close. And what do? You get too close to this red Fiesta in front. You've got to keep that 2-second gap between you and the car in front. What I do for quickness, I line the rear wheel up of that back of the Fiesta, the right rear wheel, with a white line, then I count to 2 seconds. I say that rhyme only full breaks the 2-second rule. But you do get a little bit on the close side with this. Right, we're going to do your parallel park. So pull up alongside the car, and then just reverse it back into a park position. Try to do within 2 car lengths, including the wall.
Right.
Okay, another minute. Right, when you're ready then. Thank you. Well done, Rocco. That's pretty impressive. Excellent accuracy, good all-round observation, and excellent speed. So that's really good. In fact, all your manoeuvres have been very impressive for a first mock test. So good stuff, Rocco. Well done. Right, drive on when you're ready. At the end of the road, turn left.
Everyone's out today, aren't they?
Rocco, I like how you go into hatch marking. See, if you didn't go into these hatch markings, you'd block the traffic coming up on your left-hand side and get a serious fault. So I know the hatch marking's not that wide, but you do enter them and it's safe to do so. So well done with that. Minor fault number 9, Rocco. Look at that corner. We've done these sharp corners before. I tell you to do rolling fest for these. You go around in second and you do swing a little bit wide, but it's actually the best I've seen somebody go around in second gear. But this should be first gear. There was a car come now. Had that car been a lot closer, and you slowed that car down, then I would have given you a serious fault for this. But when you come to these tight right angle corners, you need first gear. And just pull up on the left. Right, I think it's done.
Rubbish.
Rubbish? What makes you think rubbish?
We stalled on that roundabout.
Yes, minor error.
And then I left my indicator on as I was coming where that roundabout for me.
Ah, yes, right. You've got two serious faults. That one was nearly a serious fault there. Turning left there. What gear should you have gotten?
First,
It was a right angle corner. You should have popped that in first. Had that car been any closer, you would have caused them to slow down. So you just got to be that. Two serious faults. Well done. It was a pretty good drive, but you need to be smoother with your pedals. I tell you this every lesson.
Yeah.
But two serious faults.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was you left the signal on all the carriageway. Can you remember?
Yeah, I know.
Now you were unlucky there, well, not unlucky, but there was a white car behind. What did the white car do a little bit? What did he do with his speed?
I can't remember.
He started to slow down.
Yeah.
Guess what he thought you were doing?
Don't know, pulling over.
Pulling over on the left, so he started to slow down. So had that car not have been there, I would have only given you a minor fault because you did cancel, but because you slowed the car down, you didn't know what you're doing. Another one was signals. What was the other one? Can you remember the roundabout? You turn right, fourth exit.
Yeah, aye.
And you were like this with the brake. Can you remember?
Yeah.
We didn't have any signal.
I don't know.
We'll put it back on video. You'll see.
Oh, right, yeah, I do
remember?
remember.
And he says, which one is the fourth? It was a busy roundabout. Now, had it been a quiet roundabout, you probably would have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
But it was very busy. You've got to tell people where you're going to the roundabouts.
Right.
Any questions before I turn this off?
Yeah, no.
How are the let's away?